Okay, perfect, good. Okay, all clear. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Sunday Morning Joy with Jay. Give me a quick thumbs up. Let me know you can see me, you can hear me fine. And, no sound on YouTube. Okay, so that's okay. That's a problem. Can you check again, please? Because I just started I forgot to plug in the microphone. Let me know if that's coming through fine. Okay, on YouTube, Malcolm. Okay, good. Okay, good. So, because yeah, you're the one who said that you could hear. Okay, thank you. So go ahead and type in where on this beautiful planet you all are joining from, so we may all know, we may all celebrate, we may all see the sprinkling of stars across the continents, across the planet. Tennessee in the house, Vancouver Island, Monterey, California, Trinidad in the Caribbean, Green Bay, close to home, Rhode Island, Madison, Wisconsin. Where else? Where else? Minnesota in the house, Sunnyvale. Okay, that's the closest by far. I met Prashant actually yesterday. So good on you, man, for jumping on here. Denver, Colorado. Go ahead and type in where you're coming from. And also, type in the number 1 if it's from the first time you're joining Sunday Morning Joy with Jay, 50, 100, whatever that number is. So we may see the distribution of the regulars versus the people who are 100 plus, okay? Fantastic. Okay, 100 plus, another couple of 100 plus, and then you got a 1 in between. Yes, there's a lot of hundreds here. I'm going to talk about, I'm doing an in-person gathering in August after almost several months. So I will talk about it towards the end of the session. But here today, we are going to be talking about finding your center in a storm, finding a center in a world that will not stop. It's like if your week, if your months, if your year has been like being in a spin cycle in a washing machine, guess what? You're in the right place. So as we settle in, I want you to go grab your tea, grab your favorite beverage. If it's in the evening and it's cool, grab your blanket. I've got my chai here with me. And in a moment, we'll get started. So Sunday Morning Joy with Jay, especially for those of you, there's actually one of you who's here for the very first time, it constitutes 3 parts. There is going to be 2 parts that are familiar. There is going to be some chanting, followed by some pranayama, ancient wisdom around altering breath to be able to create that centeredness. And then once the body, the breath, and the brain have been prepared, we're going to go into the deep end of the pool, which is the meditation bit. And today, like I said, finding your center in a storm. So that's the theme. And the first 2 are going to be the regular practice. That means every week, every other week, and now in this routine, I'll be doing the same first 2 parts, but the last part, the meditation bit, which is the longer bit, is going to be unique every single time. So I've been doing this for about 6 years. We've done some 300 something sessions, and this is the routine that you have all voted for as being the most effective. This is your hour of power, you all. So make it matter, make it be focused, make it be about you, putting yourself on the top of your priority list. In a world that competes for your attention and distracts you in every which way possible, this is your time to put your hand on your heart and say, I hear you, I love you, and you truly matter. Okay? So with that said, I want you to find the comfortable posture, whether you're seated, cross-legged on the floor, or lying down. Any which way, I ask that you find an alignment between your head, your neck, and your spine. Taking some deep, comfortable breaths. Let there be a straight line between your head, neck, and spine. And let your arms be rested either on your lap if you're seated, if you're lying down, palms placed next to you, facing upwards, open. No clenching, no tightness. Taking every breath, with every exhalation, just relaxing the body. Just dropping everything else, no weight to be carried. Nowhere else to be, nothing more important to do. This is your time. Another long, slow, deep breath into the belly, breathing down into the thoracic region down, using the diaphragm to open up your abdominal cavity. Automatically relaxes your body. This is your way to breathe and send a signal to the autonomic nervous system, triggering it to rest and rejuvenate. And this last long, slow, deep breath in through the nostrils and an audible sigh out through the mouth as you exhale. Ah. Now, this next inhalation, I want you to breathe in through the nostrils down into the base of your spine. This is referred to as the Mooladhara chakra, the root chakra. This is the seat of safety. This is where your primal fears are. So breathe, relax, allow it to expand, and let it rest here. And as you exhale, I want you to release it with the sound of Lam. Now, inhale down into the sacral chakra, just a couple of finger spaces below your navel. This is the seat of satisfaction, referred to as the Swadhisthana chakra. Breathe into this area, allow it to relax, expand. And as you exhale, I want you to release it the sound of Vam. Now, breathing into your solar plexus. This is just below where the rib cage ends and the soft tissue begins. This is the seat of power in your body, your confidence. Allow it to expand, allow it to soften, give it what it needs. And as you exhale, I want you to release it with the sound of Ram. Now, breathing into the heart center, the Anahata chakra, the seat of the love that you are. And as you exhale, I want you to release it to the sound of Yam. Now, breathing into your throat center. This is the Vishuddha chakra, the seat of self expression. Breathe in this area, allow it to expand, give it what it needs, and as you exhale, release it with the sound of hum. Now, breathing into the region of the third eye, somewhere below the brain, between the ears and behind the eyes. This is the seat of wisdom in your body. And this time, as you exhale, I want you to release the sound of Sham. Sham. Now, breathing into the tippy top of the head, the Sahasrara, the crown chakra, portal to the divine. Give this what it needs, allow it to expand, open it up. And as we exhale, we'll release it with the primordial sound of the universe, Om. Now dropping the practice and just noticing for yourself how this simple 5-minute exercise has slowed you down. This breath work has activated the trillions of cells in your body. This is the power of chanting. Now, as we segue into the second phase of Sunday Morning Joy with Jay, we're going to do a 3-phase pranayama, or a breathing practice, where the first way you'll do 30 rounds of bow breathing, in through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. I'll do the counting, you just follow along. Followed by exhaling and holding. After 30 rounds, exhaling and holding for 30 seconds, second round 60, final round 90 seconds. After that, we'll inhale and hold for just 15 seconds to cap out each round. These three constitute one. We'll do 3 sets, incremental order of exhaling and holding. Now, for those of you who are absolute beginners to this practice, if you simply cannot hold, that's okay. Let go, catch up with us in the next round. But as best as you can, try to not be tempted by your brain trying to tell you that you're less than, you're incapable, and so on. Just try to stay with the practice. But if you simply cannot hold, we understand. Okay, with that said, I do the counting. You just follow along, starting with the bow breathing. Now, in through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. Just go with the flow. In with relaxation, out with stress. Five, four, three, two, one. Exhale and hold. 30 seconds, you can totally do this. Drop into the rhythm of your heartbeat. Can you feel your blood pulsating throughout your body? Five, four, three, two, one. Inhale. 15 seconds, hold. Five, four, three, two, one. Exhale, let go. Full cycle of breath in and out as we prepare for the second round of this Bandha Pranayama practice. Again, let's begin with 30 rounds of bow breathing. Fifteen more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and hold. 60 seconds. You can totally do this. Believe in yourself. Ask yourself this question: what am I extremely grateful for in my life right now? We all have so many blessings in our lives. Can I make a list of at least 5 things I'm grateful for? And then ask yourself, who am I grateful for in my life? We're almost there, folks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Full cycle of breath in and out as we prepare for the third round of this Bandha Pranayama practice. Again, 30 rounds of bow breathing, in through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. Go with the flow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and hold 90 seconds. Believe in yourself. I want you to feel the sensations in the soles of your feet. Going up to the ankles, into the shins. Feel your shins. Into your knees. And into your thighs. Buttocks, the largest muscle mass in your body. Up into the lower back, the middle back, the shoulders, the belly, the chest. Now to the tips of your fingers, to the palms, the wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms. We're almost there, folks. The back of the neck, to the top of the neck, to the back of the head, to the top of the head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 50 seconds hold. Final stretch. Feel your entire body, the sensations as one organism. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Full cycle of breath in and out as we reintegrate with normal breathing. And as you do so, I want you to notice for yourself, how has this practice changed me? Notice the slower pace of thoughts in your mind, the ease of your breath, and the lightness you may be feeling in your entire body. This is the power of pranayama, the ancient art of manipulating breathing to be able to relax the body, slow down the brain, and open up the heart. And today, with an open heart, we will dive into this practice of rooted in the storm, finding your center in the midst of chaos. I want to start with a famous verse of the Bhagavad Gita, which says, "In the silence of a quiet mind, like a candle in a windless place, the self will reveal the self to the self." Let's say that one more time. Like a candle in a windless place, the silence of a quiet mind, like a candle in the windless place, the self will reveal the self to the self. And here is the irony, my friends. The entire world is rushing somewhere. Doing, going. And the journey that goes into your depth that you'll ever take requires you to create that place that's windless. So, what is this place that they were talking about? In the fabled sermon of Bhagavad Gita, that candle, that flame, the flickers of consciousness in the windless place of the mind, you find that that stillness is created within. It's not by shutting off the orifices, shutting off the sense organs, but it is a moment to step within. And before you know it, you let that stillness land. So, the most radical thing you can do in a world that will not sit still is to sit still yourself. So, let's begin this journey within. If you haven't already done so, ever so gently downshift your gaze, or close your eyes, just like you would close the door of a temple, having found it after years of searching. And take a moment to settle in. There's nothing outside to fix right now. There's nothing to solve in the mind. It's not a puzzle. In fact, you don't need to do anything or become anything or go anywhere. Just for this next few minutes, you simply will not perform. Instead, let's just arrive. Let's arrive into the awareness of our bodies. No judgment, nothing to change here, just noticing. Noticing what? That you exist. Against all the impossible mathematics of the cosmos, you are here, given this body, in this moment, in this breath. What a miracle. The extraordinary thing is that outside of you, the world is spinning. Lots of notifications waiting. People wanting things from you. Deadlines circling. Old worries are pacing back and forth like restless guests who refuse to leave. And yet, you are here, still, present. It's like a great ancient oak tree somewhere in your being. Its roots go deep, deep, deep into something that noise of the world cannot touch. The mystics of every ancient tradition knew about this place. The Sufis called it the heart behind the heart. The Zen masters called it your original face. The Vedantic sages called it Sakshi Drishta, the witness, the one who watches but is never shaken. Dear one, you have this place inside of you. In fact, you've always had it. The storm did not create it, and therefore, the storm cannot destroy it or even disturb it. So I want you now to imagine very gently that you are standing in the midst of a vast open field. And in this field, the winds are blowing, blowing hard. These winds carry everything. They carry the voices of the people who have doubted you. They carry your own fears about the future. They carry the weight of things left undone and the words left unsaid. They carry the relentless hum of the world that measures your worth by your productivity. Now feel those winds. Don't pretend that they don't exist. Spiritual maturity is not the denial of the storm, but it's the refusal to become the storm. Let that land for a second. Now, look down, metaphorically. Look down at your feet in this field and see that beneath you, beneath the soil, your roots are extending downward, silently, powerfully. There's no need for anyone to applaud them. Your roots are reaching into the earth of your own being, into the stillness that was here before you were born and will be here long after the last headline fades. Every time you chose love when the easy thing was bitterness, a root grew deeper. Every time you sat with your own pain instead of numbing it, a root grew deeper. Every time you forgave, not because they deserved it, but because your freedom depended on it, a root grew deeper. You are far more anchored than you know. And now, notice something beautiful. The storm has not stopped, but you are not swaying the way you were before. You are standing in the middle of it all in the sacred calm. The sacred calm that's at the center of your being, and that chaos cannot touch it. This is not avoidance. This is presence. There's a difference. The tree does not fight the wind. It does not argue with the seasons. It does not post about the unfairness of the weather. It simply stands, rooted, patient, alive, bending when it must, letting go of the leaves that no longer serve it, and trusting that the spring will return. Can you trust like that? Can you trust that deeply? Because here's what I have learned on my own journey. The storm is not your enemy. The storm is your teacher. The storm comes to show you where your roots need to grow. It comes to reveal the branches of your life that are dead weight. It comes to ask you the question that comfort never will. Who are you when everything is shaking? And the answer, my dear one, is this. You are the one who remains. You are not your anxiety. You are the awareness that notices the anxiety. You are not your busyness. You are the silence underneath the noise. You are not the storm. You are the sky through which every storm passes. Stay here for a moment. Stay here in that knowing, not as a concept, but as an experience. Feel the unshakable ground of your own being. Feel how spacious it is here. Feel how in this place there is nothing to defend, nothing to prove, and nothing to chase. You are simply here. And here is enough. Now I'm going to speak three affirmations and let each one drop into the deepest part of you like a stone in still water. It's not like I want you to try to believe them with your mind. Try to recognize it with your heart. Recognize, which means what it already knows. Here we go. I'm not the chaos around me. I am the stillness within me. The center holds, even when the world does not. Number two, I do not need the storm to stop in order to find my peace. My peace does not depend on my circumstances. It depends on my remembrance of who I truly am. Number three, I'm rooted in something ancient, something vast, something unbreakable. The winds of this world may bend me, but they will never uproot me. I was built for this. Let that land. You were built for this. As we're coming towards the end of this practice, I want to leave you with a question. Don't try to rush to answer it. Just let it live inside you today. If the peace you are searching for has been inside you all along, what exactly have you been running toward? Say that again. If the peace you were searching for has been inside you all along, what exactly have you been running toward? Sit with that. Now, ever so gently, I want you to please bring your palms together in prayer position, Anjani Mudra at your heart center. Gently tucking the chin towards the heart space in a posture of gratitude for what we have received. Now, I want you to please rub your palms against each other. The palms are an energy vortex, and as you rub them, you activate the chi or the prana, the life energy. And when you feel a nice warm ball of warmth welled up between your palms, I want you to go ahead and cup your eyes, one with each palm, and bless yourself. I'm truly blessed. I'm lucky. I'm very fortunate. I attract wonderful people into my life. I attract great ideas. I attract wisdom. I attract incredible opportunities. I attract wealth. I'm guided by love. I give everywhere I go, even if it's only a smile. My abundance overflows to those around me. I love my life. I am the M in magic. I'm unstoppable. I welcome wealth into my life at the intersection of light and matter. I welcome wealth into my life as a manifestation of truth, goodness, and beauty. I welcome wealth as life-giving life and life-sustaining life. Now please bring your palms together in prayer position again. We'll seal this practice with the chant of Om together. Deep breath in. Ah. thank you for joining me in this practice today. Namaste. Ever so gently, go ahead and open your eyes, drop your palms, and notice for yourself as you do so, how do you feel right now? And if you could summarize how you feel right now in one word, what would that be? I invite you to go ahead and drop that one word in the chat. So I'm seeing hopeful, fantastic, rooted, encouraged, strong, peaceful, calm, happy, powerful, peaceful, synchronized, peaceful, curious, quieted, more grounded, lighter, and so on and so on. Congratulations. So you've taken the time to put yourself on the top of your priority list and it has delivered. Folks, it always delivers. Take the time and you will be rewarded with this. And what's more important than this? What's more important than mending your sails, setting your course to the true north of what is really important for you versus what the world tries to distract you towards and pull you towards and always trying to compete for your attraction of your attention. So I appreciate you all showing up, staying true to the practice. You were not chatting on the comments while we were doing the practice. Now's the time. I do want to give it an opportunity for you to ask any questions, any things that you want me to expand upon, any recommendations for future topics. Now's the time. So I also would mention that I will announce towards the end of the session, I will be doing a Zen dinner party here in the Bay Area. I'm not doing a retreat this year, at least I don't have a plan. I don't know what if something comes up in the later part of this year, so be it. But as of right now, the next in-person event is going to be a beautiful evening in Marin. It is going to be on Saturday, August 8th. It's from 5 to 9 p.m. There's going to be, of course, breath work, the meditation. There's going to be some dancing. It's a beautiful vineyard that my friends own, and it'll be in their vineyard backyard. And there's going to be beautiful, amazing vegan food from my friend Margarita, who some of you have tasted. She's an Ayurvedic chef. So yes, and if you haven't already signed up, you will find information to that. So if you're on my profile here on Insight Timer, you'll find a link to a bunch of things, and one of the links is the Zen dinner party. So it's happening August 8th. Is it possible that you could have a special meditation next week for solstice? Okay, so I do not have a meditation plan for next week. But the solstice is something that I have over the years done over and over again. I've done all the four, the two solstice and the two equinox. So Vesna, I appreciate your request, but my content on that already exists. And I'd like to kind of give myself a little bit of a space in my own life. I've just, as those of you who know me well, know that I have a lot on my plate. I do a lot of things, a lot of cool things, but that fills up. And, it's just like what we were talking about. We get into this mode of, instead of being human beings, we, even in the space of service, we become human doings. And that's just like, how the nature of the world is. And like I mentioned in my meditation, you start measuring yourself by the most recent accomplishment or contribution you've made. And that's not necessarily a true indication of your well-being. So, long story short, please listen to my meditation. And if I hope you all are part of my WhatsApp group, because I will share any links that you ask me for there, because this chat is going to just end when we finish the session. But the conversation has been going on for 5 years in my WhatsApp group. It's called the Soul Tribe. And again, the link to that will be in my profile here on Insight Timer. It'll also be in, for those of you listening to the replay. By the way, this session has been recorded. It is going to be available for you to replay anytime, every time, as many times as you want on YouTube. So you all hopefully are following my YouTube channel. I know many of you are. I'd recommend that you go ahead and subscribe to it that way, any of these recordings. So there'll be two versions of today's session. One is the full length of all the breath work, the chanting, and the meditation. And then there will be a shorter version where it's just purely finding your stillness in the storm. Just that meditation bit will be available as just a standalone meditation. Okay, seems like you all have your questions answered. I hope I got everybody. If somebody asked me something that I did not address, I always feel alive when I'm here. Blessed Jay. Oh, I'm blessed too. Can we meditate on addiction? Okay, so Virginie, go ahead and drop that in the WhatsApp group. So then I will remember to, because I think I have already scheduled based on the last time I asked this question. There was a whole bunch of people who responded, and I really appreciate that. There's a really nice active chat. And here's the beautiful thing about that, the Soul Tribe, the WhatsApp group. Sometimes I pose a question or a insight that I have received, right? Just what comes to me naturally. And there's no order to it. There's no particular cadence to it. It's not like I do it every day. It's just whenever I feel inspired, I share something. And then there's a whole bunch of you who respond to me and say, oh my God, Jay, this is exactly what I needed to hear. And then sometimes some of you ask questions. And what I find so warm and heartful and hopeful is that I don't have to answer it. The community supports the question, the person who's asking. And that's so beautiful. And that's the whole intention of the Soul Tribe. And I called it, remember, I said that it's like a gathering around a well. Back in the day, we used to gather around wells to fetch water, but it's also our time to support each other. It's our check-in with the community. It's our check-in to share our challenges and share our solutions to those things. And that's, so I am standing in the circle with you, not at the center of it, not in front of it, not outside of it, but literally, we're all in it together. And I find that so heartwarming when I don't have to be the one answering. There's enough wisdom in each one of us that we can help the tribe walk our way home. So that's beautiful. So go ahead and drop your comment there, and I shall find a place and time to schedule it for a future Sunday morning Joy with Jay. So folks, with that said, we're almost at the top of the hour. I thank you for your contributions. By the way, those of you who donated without me asking, you are angels. I appreciate it. And I will see you all in a couple of weeks. And until I see you again, from the bottom of my heart, I wish you all have an amazing summer and winter for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere. And go shine your light, be beautiful, and until I see you again, be well.